Well, hello again, it's Hopper here. Just creating another video to put onto my YouTube channel. It's been just over 2 weeks since I last did a video. I think it was about the 29th of December when I last did a video, and so I needed to get another one in just to again populate my YouTube channel and to get people to subscribe really and then come over and see what I've got to say. If you don't already know, you should do by now by the title of the videos that it's to do with everything on passive. I did actually, to be honest, I did a video yesterday and I was in a bit of a rush and I rushed through it. And then when I just played it back just before I was going to download it to the channel, the sound quality was terrible. So I'm hoping the sound's coming through a lot better on this. I did improve my equipment. I got a new camera and a new microphone to help with the sound, because it is. I realise it's a bit echoey in this room. There's not a lot in it apart from the computer and a few bits of other things. Well, two computers actually. Got another computer over there. The downside of having the HD camera is it can pick up my tardiness. I've not clean shaven or anything like that today, and I'm pretty bummed out with a lot of other stuff I'm doing. A couple of projects that I'm working on, completely different to ONPASSIVE and not to do with business. It's to do with other things that I'm involved with, ministry wise. As I said on one of my previous videos, I'm a Christian and I do a lot of work in terms of Bible studies and evangelism and stuff like that, and so I'm really parred out with that, and I will be for the next, or maybe the next month of doing things. But that's by the way. I'm here to talk about ONPASSIVE and to talk about everything to do with ONPASSIVE and to kind of give an update of what's been happening, if anything. And certainly has been a lot. It's been happening since I last came on and did a video. There's always something happening in ONPASSIVE. We keep talking among ourselves that never a minute goes by without somebody somewhere working on passive, and it's comforting to know that ONPASSIVE is working even when we're not. But that's by the way. I want to talk about what has happened, and we were on I think it was last week sometime, a webinar last week, corporate webinar, and we got some really exciting news, and it really is amazing news. I'm a founder of ONPASSIVE. I've been in ONPASSIVE for over 4.5 years, and I consider myself to be pretty clued up with what's happening. In other words, I keep up to date with everything that's happening. Very rarely in the 4.5 years have I missed a webinar, and I always keep up to date with the daily. We've got founders that are doing daily updates and as well. So I consider myself to be pretty up to date and in the loop of knowing what's happening and what's going on, and obviously logging into a back office and just getting and doing things that you would expect to do, because after all, we treat this as our business. It is our business, and it is a business venture that we all joined ONPASSIVE for. But obviously, as we've gone on, we've come to see it as something a little bit more than that. Well, a lot more than that. But just to go back to the news that we got last week, and so all that was to say that I find myself, one of those that are up to date and kind of know what's going on, generally speaking, that is. But I didn't expect the news that we got last week. Absolutely mind-blowing news. And the news is that we've now got a train station in Dubai on the metro high-tech train line over there in Dubai, and it's called ONPASSIVE Station. And it is a massive, it's a big deal, really is a big deal. There's a lot I could say about it. I've just got something up that because I can't remember everything about that, but It's on Google Maps. It's OnPassive. You go into your Google Maps, type in OnPassive Station Dubai, and bang, there you are, OnPassive. So it's there. There's a lot of things about it. There's over 200 million riders yearly. I'm just reading some of the stats from that. 700,000 daily passengers travelling through the station. 1,000 plus maps and signs. 900 plus digital screens. And they're all over Dubai. Some of the screens are absolutely amazing. And there's 125 fully automated trains in this station. Dubai really is high-tech city. It's everything there. It's really up to date. And then there's 53 stations. And then on the station, and the main station that is called OnPassive Station, there's a giant sign over this metro station that can be seen from the Sheikh Zayed Road, which is like the main road through Dubai. And it's a main traffic road that connects all 7 states of the UAE. So that's a big deal. So all that's to say is that we're now a landmark planet. I mean, it's not just, I mean, a lot of it, people with these things, it's all like, oh, you know, where I am, what are you doing? And it's, we're now physically on the map. So we've got a landmark on the planet in Dubai. And as Ash was saying last week on the webinar, was saying that this will generate a lot of traffic to OnPassive. Traffic meaning a lot of people will see OnPassive and find out, you know, what it's about and see what it is. It's really a marketing machine around the clock in a very clever way. And so it's going to be visible to everybody. I mean, the amount of people that will be travelling through with this and seeing OnPassive, it's just going to be a real big boost to OnPassive to generate. Because don't forget, this is a fairly new project. I mean, it's been in the making for, let's say, 4+ years, but it's only recently. In fact, it was only last November, a couple of months back, 20th of November, when we actually publicly launched OnPassive. So what you need to do is then to generate and get a lot of interest. With what we're doing, it won't be long before OnPassive is on everybody's lips. I mean, I go on Facebook and I'm coming away from Facebook, but that's something else later. But I'll be coming away from Facebook eventually because we've got our own social media platform. But at the moment, I'm staying on Facebook just at the moment because we're in a couple of groups on there, but we'll soon be changing over to our own social network. But when I go on Facebook, all my feed is now cram-packed with OnPassive stuff. Can't scroll more than 2 or 3 posts with something about OnPassive. And obviously I don't mind that. It's, you know, it's my business. I can see it. It's brilliant. And I'm amazed that if anybody that's on the internet has not heard of OnPassive, or certainly not seen something from OnPassive, but again, that's just a matter of time before everybody will know and hear what OnPassive is. So that's quite exciting to see that we're there physically. Not only are we an internet type business dealing with technology and AI and machine learning and all that, but we're actually physically on the ground. I mean, we've known that for quite some time. I mean, we've got offices in Hyderabad in India. That's where the tech team all create these products. And now we've got a big team in Dubai, media centre, media arm of OnPassive, and they're doing a fantastic job. I mean, some of the people that work within OnPassive, they are the creme de la creme. Maybe I'm biased, but they are. I mean, some of the people there that are doing the work that they're doing, it is amazing and it's fantastic to see. And so, why am I saying all that? Well, I'm saying all that to say that, and the reason I'm even doing videos and even creating a YouTube channel is just to share this information, to share good news. I mean, there's so much bad news around in the world that we need a bit of good news, and OnPassive is good news, if I can put it that way. And it's to share with others. I mean, they've got a couple of kind of things that OnPassive can do and help with. Can help if you've got a business and you can use passive products to get more business, to use the products to enhance your business, and maybe we like to say it's a solution. One of the phrases that reminds me, actually, one of the phrases that is about ONPASSIVE is that really got my attention is ONPASSIVE is it's the correction to the corruption. We know there's a lot of corruption out there in the world with media sites and stuff like that, but ONPASSIVE is the correction to the corruption, and that is amazing. And you only have to get inside ONPASSIVE to see that it really is. And so we've got products that will help people. I did mention one of the products, O'Mail, a couple of videos back, and O'Mail is a prime example of that. I have a couple of email accounts with the other standard email, Yahoo and Gmail, and it's horrible in the sense that it takes a lot of time to go through every morning when I go through my emails. There's spam emails there, emails that I'm getting from people that I don't even know, I've not asked for, and it takes time to delete them and make sure it's not something that's important, or something that you don't want to miss something. I may have deleted emails in the past when I've meant to put it somewhere else, but just to say, on the email you'll never get any spam from O'Mail, using O'Mail, because firstly you've got to verify. Anyone trying to send you an email to your account, you've got to verify it. In other words, just make sure that you can verify that by saying, yeah, you're willing to accept emails from this person. So unless you've done that, then their email won't get through, so you'll never get any spam. The great thing about that is you'll never get any bots that are emailing. These marketing companies use a lot of bots just to send out emails and just spam all over the place. You'll never get any of that. The other thing that I like about it is that on my Gmail and my Yahoo emails, around the side of the page, they take up loads of the space for advertisements. Not with O'Mail. Don't get any of that advertisements that you don't want. So everything on your screen is clean, and it's got so many features that I can't even explain all the features. Some of them are just mind-blowing features, but you have to sort of get it and check it and work with it and find out what all these features are. But it is that. So that's just one product of ONPASSIVE that is far more superior than anything else is out there. And I did touch on the social media that's called ONET. Again, no bots. Another thing about ONET is that you'll never get any fake accounts. We know that these are all over the place on some social media sites, but again, not with ONPASSIVE. You have to verify that you're a real person, and there's stringent tests to make sure that you're genuine and that you're a real person. So you'll never get any bots or anything like that on there, and fake accounts. And again, it's just, as long as you're moral and you're not hurting anybody, you can use ONET and do everything that you can with all these other social media sites without fear, though, of being hacked or anything like that. Again, the security features in ONPASSIVE are just way beyond anything else that I've ever witnessed or seen. So again, I'm sharing that because it's great. And then if you do happen to come across this video, then I'm encouraging you to do all you can to get into ONPASSIVE. Very soon I'll be putting links on that will take you where you can join up. For now, I'm just sharing the information, but just use your common sense. If you're eager and you can't wait for me to put my links in, then just use your own intelligence to find out, well, what do I need to do to get involved. But what I'm saying, if you do manage to get involved without using my links, which will be coming shortly, then you'll not regret getting involved with ONPASSIVE. It'll do everything that it says and more, and I think you'll be hooked, if I can put it like that. That once you start using the products and seeing how great and how really superior they are to whatever else is out there, then I'm sure you'll think, yeah, and you'll share it with others. I'm sure that that's what we do. find something like when you go to a nice restaurant, you get a nice meal, you share it with somebody, you say, oh, no, I went to so-and-so and I got this, it was great, it tastes lovely, and I recommend you go and get it. And that's what I'm doing with ONPASSIVE, recommending it, because it's not only a benefit, but it'll be a solution to some problem that you may have or some issue that you're dealing with. Then ONPASSIVE, the tools that we've got and the things that it can do will most likely solve those issues and solve those problems for you. But it is a real benefit to it. So I don't want to go on again too long. I've just broke off from what I'm been doing and I'll be going back on that, but just to share again, just because I knew that yesterday's video didn't quite work, and so I needed to do another one just to populate the YouTube channel. So I'll be doing as many videos as I can over the next few weeks, but again, it's just purely and simply to talk about ONPASSIVE, how brilliant it is, how fantastic it is, and all the things that you would a company would want you to say, and just to sort of like praise the business that I'm in, and I'm just so privileged to be a part of it. I mean, I can't sometimes I can't put into words what it does, what it means to know that I'm not only a founder, but that I'm involved with ONPASSIVE, and I've been right from the beginning. And it's just so appreciative. I can't, I'm not intelligent enough to think of a word that would kind of capture my thoughts and feelings and emotions of how I feel about ONPASSIVE and how excited I am about the future. There's lots of negativity around out there, but at least within ONPASSIVE there's positivity, and it's just good, it's exciting, and it gives me that kind of hope for hope for the future, as it were. It's not, don't get me wrong, I'm not hyping it beyond belief and all that, but it certainly is. It has to be seen to be believed, and some of the stuff that we've got going. So that's it then. Thanks for listening, and again, just looking to get some traction on my YouTube channel. So if you like what you've heard, it's touched you in some way, then please subscribe to my channel and do whatever it is you have to do with I think is it like or thumbs up or whatever, if you've enjoyed what I'm saying. So until next time then, again, thanks for watching, and I appreciate everything, I really do. Bye for now.